So, what is your full name and pronouns?
My name is Mellissa N, and I go by she and her.
What is your ethnicity/identity?
I'm Khmer American.
Occupation, industry you're working in, or what industry are you working towards?
I am currently product manager with Lineage, which is a cold supply chain company.
What ethnicity or race have you been mistaken as? And can you share a story example if you have one?
Yeah, I always get mistaken as being Filipina, and I feel like I could blend in with any Asian group because I am mixed. And anytime I start a new job or am with like a new group, of friends or coworkers, I always get asked where I'm from, and then people will try to guess what I am, but they would never guess Cambodian.
And what's a stereotype you've heard about Cambodians?
I've heard all kinds of stereotypes about Cambodians. Mainly growing up, Cambodians are typically poor and frugal, uneducated, in gangs. And so I always wanted to kind of break that stereotype, and I've always been focused on advancing in my education, focusing on my career, and because of that stereotype of Cambodians, I feel like I've always been looked at differently.
One second. Okay. What does your family call you? Any nicknames?
Oh, I have a lot of nicknames. My family calls me Lisa, but they say before it, so Alisa. They called me Lala. I don't know how that came about. I think my younger sister started calling me Lala, so then everyone started calling me that, like the Teletubby name.
Oh, yeah. What's the first thing that comes in your mind about being Khmer or Cambodian, etc.?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about being Cambodian is our delicious food. Stinky, but delicious.
Do you feel connected with your culture? Why or why not?
I feel connected to my culture more now that I'm in my mid-30s, but when I was a kid, I didn't feel at all. I didn't know anything about being Khmer because the traditions weren't really introduced to us, and it was only that I went to college and I started being around more Khmer people and being able to join the Khmer student club that I started to really embrace being Cambodian and taking part in the cultures and traditions. And ever since then, I've just, fallen in love with being a part of the community.
Why did you want to participate in this project?
I wanted to do my part. I want to create more of a presence, and you don't often hear about Cambodians like in mainstream media, and anytime I say I'm Cambodian, I always get this puzzling look from the other person, and I think it's because people don't really know who Cambodians are or even where Cambodia is located. So I wanted to do my part to help spread the awareness, and there's a lot of representation with Eastern Asians, and I'm very proud of being Cambodian, and I want the world to know more about us.
Thanks. And fun fact you want to share about you or your culture?
Well, fun fact about me is that I have traveled to over 22 countries, starting at the age of 18.
Wow.
Yeah, and the very first country I visited was Cambodia.
Wow. All right. Well, we're going to end it off